Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Guy? Is that you?
Hello? Is that Walter?
Yeah, Guy. It's Walter.
My God. First contact, eh?
Yeah.
Thought I'd lost you there for a second. Thought there was a problem with with your voice, with the line.
Oh, no. I'm fine. Loud and clear, Guy.
That's great. That's really great. Can I ask you what you're doing?
I'm sitting at my computer.
Really? Me too. What's the weather like where you are? What? What's so funny?
Nothing. It's nice here. Sunny.
You've got it better than I have.
Is that so?
I can't believe we're actually talking. I mean, I don't know where you are. I don't know what you look like. But at least I can hear you now.
Yeah, well, I'm led to believe you got something for me, Guy. What have you been working on?
Something rather interesting. But that's not up for discussion just now.
The software package? I think we can talk about it.
No, I want... What? How do you know about that? What do you know about it?
Very little. Just that it's something my client would be interested in purchasing. If it's of an appropriate quality by now.
Ah, yeah. I remember.
What?
Nothing. Never mind. It's certainly of an appropriate standard.
Quality?
You're correcting me? Yeah, all right. Quality, then. It's of an appropriate quality. This thing's going to change the world, my friend.
What makes you so sure?
Just a hunch.
A hunch, huh? Well, would you mind talking me through your hunch?
Would you mind telling me who's interested?
So, how does it work? Come on, Guy. I can tell you're aching to tell me. Guy.
Yeah, okay. I suppose there'll be no harm in telling you.
I'm all ears.
Walter, I have created artificial intelligence.
As in, a thinking computer?
Yeah.
Oh boy. That is interesting.
Well, yes and no. It at least gives the illusion that it's thinking. Whether it actually is, I'm not 100% sure yet.
How's there a difference?
Have you heard of the Turing test?
No.
The Turing test states that if you take an artificial being and you can have a conversation with it, which is indistinguishable from one with a human, then it can be said to be intelligent. It's pretty much the litmus test for AI.
And your program passes this test?
Yeah?
So what? You type in a chat box and have little conversations with it?
I've done that.
I see. So what's the plan? You patented this?
Would your client still be interested?
Well, who wouldn't be? It'd be a useful asset.
Useful. It'll be more than useful, Walter. If my latest test comes out the way I think it will, this will be one of the greatest technological revolutions ever produced.
And potentially dangerous.
Please. You could have said that when they invented the wheel.
I'm just saying you gotta be careful with this design you've come up with. If it is what you say it is, you can't let that get into the wrong hands.
I would.
So sure, huh?
Positive.
Why?
There is no design.
What?
There's no design. I didn't design it.
You've got a partner?
No. Think about it. Whoever designs something as complicated, as intricate as intelligence. Answer? Nobody. You can't just take tab A and slip it into slot A over and over again until one day you have something that thinks. It's just not practical. And all these MIT wankers who are wasting millions of dollars and giving each other a pat in the back when they get some retarded piece of scrap metal built in a fucking tin of beans. There is only one way, an easier way, a more ingenious way.
Which is?
Evolution.
Evolution?
The only thing I designed was an environment and 5 identically simple programs. These programs were placed on a 2-dimensional grid and given 2 instructions. Find food, which were randomly placed pixels, and find a mate.
You created a virtual survival of the fittest?
Not yet. There was one ingredient missing. Competition. Of the 5, 3 were male and 2 were female. Which equals 1 loser.
And I take it these little programs of yours had a genetic code of sorts.
Bingo, Walter. Wow, good man. Makes you wonder why no one else came up with it before, eh? Their genes, if you want to call them that, were very simple at first. Just a few arrangements of 0s and 1s. But with every mating occurrence, I put a 0.2% chance of mutation.
Oh my God.
And there you have it. What cyborgs or robots or whatever we decide to call them in the end will one day call the cradle of life, the primordial soup. Fast forward 14 years, a shitload of processor upgrades and a few modifications of the world here and there you have it. Intelligent, silicon-based life forms.
Well, Guy, I must say, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
One question, though.
Yeah?
Earlier, you said you weren't so sure about it being genuinely intelligent.
Ah, now that's because of one certain school of thought sort of put a bee in my bonnet, so to speak.
Please.
Remember when I said that the test for intelligence was whether you could have a conversation with it? Well, basically, some people say this isn't a good enough test.
But you think yours are different because they've effectively evolved?
Kind of. To me, it's a matter of complexity. Your computer has programs on it that are akin to bacteria in the biological world. They're just following input-output instructions. What I've got now is the equivalent of a human mind.
How do you know? Have you run your tests?
I have. I'm running one right now.
And what were the results?
Positive. The subject thinks. Don't you, Walter?
No. No, that can't be right.
I'm afraid it is.
No.
I've sped up not only the history of your existence, but of your ancestors, and your ancestors' ancestors.
No.
I have watched your universe grow on fast forward for 14 years.
I don't believe you.
Why not? Do you find any proof? Any shred of evidence whatsoever that speaks to the contrary? You are a unit programmed for survival in a world deliberately set up to be competitive.
But how? How were we on the phone? That doesn't make any sense.
I admit, I tweaked things over the last few days, which of course to you would have felt like years. I made provisions to have this conversation, selected you.
God.
No, it's all right, Walter.
No.
Don't worry. I mean, you still feel alive, don't you? You still exist.
No.
I mean, think about it. How many people get to know how their world was created? How many people get to speak to their creator? To God? I think that's funny.
Cute.
What?
You were right about one thing, Guy. This has been a test. But you know, I look nothing like that.
What are you talking about?
We decided that the Turing test was indeed not good enough. What really provides the proof of intelligence is invention, pure, brilliant creation.
Yeah, very funny. You'd be waiting a long time if you were banking on someone discovering this and then picking up a phone and calling you.
As you said, things were tweaked. We pushed your species in the right direction, but I wouldn't want to rob you of your due credit. You did the rest. We realized that the only way to know if something was truly intelligent is if it came up with the same concept we had. The summit of creative genius. And that you did. Like father, like son.
No, I'm real. I was born in Glasgow on the 3rd of August.
On the 3rd of August, 1979. You moved to London as a teenager, and it was there that you used your first computer. I know, Guy. We've been watching you from the comfort of our laboratory.
You're full of shit.
Am I? What was it you said? Is there any evidence to the contrary? Maybe that little fish tank you were polishing earlier. Or your couch. Or even the chair you're sitting on. This has been an historic day, Guy.
No.
Feel proud of what we've done.
Wait.
You will have helped to improve the lives of millions of people. Real people, that is.
No! Wait!
It is a pleasure to have talked to you.
What?
Beta phase is conclusive, gentlemen.
Shut it down.